If you ever sat back and asked yourself, why do Republicans lose at a lot of things when usually what they're proposing is common sense and a lot of people love the policies? This is why.
And you look at the presidential race. You know, you guys like Paul Ryan, that tell me, you give me a list of reasons why Kamala Harris would be the worst thing to ever happen, but still won't vote for Trump and say something like, well, it's not really a vote for Harris, and I'm not really, I just can't. Yeah, because it is a binary choice. So a vote not for Trump is a vote for Harris.
So a couple of things. First of all, I voted for Donald Trump
I know
twice,
you did, but
16
but
and
we're
in
not
2020.
talking about.
But when you lose an election and you try to overturn the results so that you can stay in power,
we all are familiar
you lose me. You lose me at that point.
Then so you prefer Kamala Harris.
Hold on.
You would prefer Kamala Harris.
I acknowledge that the outcome is a binary situation, but my choice is not. I have the choice, and you and I are just going to disagree on this.
What if it came down to one vote, and it was yours that put Kamala Harris, then it is yours.
It is an acceptable position for me to say that neither of these candidates can be my choice for president.
It's going to be one. 28% corporate taxes, 45% capital.
I get it. So the answer to that is Republican control of the Senate. And that is absolutely essential. If the other side runs the table, then Katie barred the door. They will repeal the filibuster, and they will be dragged by their left wing, which clearly is in charge now. And I think Kamala Harris proved that with her vice presidential election. And it's huge tax increases. It's probably some version of Medicare for all. It might even get to an expansion of the Supreme Court because there will be no breaks. But the good news is, I think Republicans are going to take the Senate.
Right.
Isn't that interesting? So we have this clown, this absolute clown, size 15 clown shoes, bright red, Pat Toomey, former senator from the great state of Pennsylvania. And what's he doing? Man, I just can't fall. I just can't vote for Trump because of the election. All this garbage. And you see right there, the host of the CNBC show is telling him, capital gains tax, all this stuff is going to happen. Packing the court, all of this stuff is going to happen if this person gets elected. What's his answer? Oh, well, then we can just have to hold the Senate and then everything will be fine.
It might even get to an expansion of the Supreme Court because there will be no breaks. But the good news is, I think Republicans are going to take the Senate.
Right.
So basically that shows you right there in a nutshell. It's not about offense. It's about just defense. That's all these spineless cowards are like. They give you back support like a bar stool. That's who these people are. That shows you right there, as clear as day in HD, the reason they lose. Because you have people like this, your Adam Crying Kinzingers, your corrupt Liz Cheney's, all of these people, and this guy, no different whatsoever. This is why we're not going to go on offense, just punch us in the mouth, drag us through the mud, pass all these bills, leave the border open. We're just going to just not do nothing. We're going to sit on our hands and we'll address it at some other time. This shows you right here. This is what these people are. This is what their DNA is, just spineless cowards. So he's telling you right there, there's no way you can back these policies. Even the host is telling them, look at all this stuff, this avalanche that's going to come down. And he's basically saying, well, this is what it is. Hopefully we can hold the Senate and we can stop that from happening. So all this stuff is in the balance. But listen, I'm just going to go this way. These people are corrupt, bought and paid for. They're not a true Republican. They're not trying to get the best for this country.
Rhino, does everybody know what that is? Republican in name only.
And then what if you just take a hypothetical? What if you do not hang on to the Senate, right? And say something crazy happens in the House and they control all three. They've already told you, from Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, they all told you what they're going to do. It's not like they're hiding. Just like the border being open, it's not like it's a hidden issue. They're showing you what they're going to do. We're going to bring all these people in. We're going to pass the Freedom for Fraud Act, that John Lewis Act. If you really go and look in that, you can see what that's that's all about. We're going to pack the Supreme Court. We'll put 18 on there. We'll make them all left-leaning. You won't pass nothing. You will never even sniff the office ever again. We'll get rid of the Electoral College. We'll make a DC a state. They're telling you all of this stuff. This is what they're openly telling you. Imagine what they're not telling you. But this clown, even with all that, hopefully we hold on to the Senate. But that right there, that's the first time I've really seen a clear example of how they lose all the time. Because you have grenades, Scud missiles like this, just laying in the weeds, showing you what they're really about. But they are for the downfall of the country. It is clear as day. Or else, why would you say something as stupid as what he just said?